Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Always, and welcome back to Agrarian Skies 2. In the last episode, we were working with blood magic and trying to corrupt our soul, and that is taking forever. So we're gonna step away from it and do some other things. So I currently have Deadly Gaze 4, which is why the screen is a little bit dark. It should go away here soon. So, yeah, we were working on blood magic, trying to corrupt our soul and all that fun stuff. And kind of a pain, but it is what it is. And we are going to be kind of moving back to Thaumcraft. These are pretty much the main two mods we have left to really work with. So get used to both of them. So yeah, we are going to move back into Thaumcraft, and specifically, we're going to be trying to get some chocolate. We are going to be using our cow in a jar, and we need containment, wand focus, F. Now, I kind of want to see, okay. We're done with the Deadly Gaze. I believe if we place this guy down and do that, it is just a cow. And we need an empty warded jar to contain it. So, jar, we don't have any. So let's get rid of all this. Jar. And we're going to need to make some warded jars. Not too big of an issue if we have the glass panes, which we do. We'll make some more. And we're also going to need wood slabs. And yes, the guy is right below me. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. So, oh yeah, we have to do it like... No. Jar. Warded jar. There we go. Like that. There we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just make a bunch. Now we can contain it. Okay, that's really cool. I was not expecting the light show that just happened. That was really cool. So we're going to be using this jar cow and turning him into a chocolate cow. And hopefully it's not going to be too bad. We're going to need our modified runic matrix. That is a thing. We're going to need some more pedestals. More than just that one. So we can make a few more of those. Let's see. I keep forgetting, can't click on that one. You got to click here. We need more arcane stone. So let's just get a couple more of those. And we'll get like something like that. That'll be fine. And yeah, we'll need a lot of other things, which we'll get to relatively soon. Before we do this, do we want to make the Rosa Arcana? That is a flower that would allow me to get rid of all these levels. And we'll worry about it later. If we have time at the end of the episode, we will do that. So we need to go to Thaumic Horizons and the Curative Vat. So we need 2 alchemical constructs, a bunch of glass, and water. And I think that was some great wood. Is it logs or slabs? Planks. So great wood. We have plenty of that. We're going to need alchemical constructs. Alchemical constructs. 2 of those guys. So we need more of these. We're going to need more Essentia stuff. And I believe those were just those things with levers. And that. So 1, and then we need 1 more lever. So let's go ahead and make that in here. Take these two guys. Oh wait, yeah, right. It requires other stuff. We need. I wish this was working a little bit better. All right, there we go. And then there's the other alchemical construct. Perfect. We've scanned all of this stuff. Never scanned a jar cow. So let's grab our armor. Probably going to want this anyways. Nothing can be learned from it. All right. Well then, we need a bunch of glass and a little bit of water. Or rather, just buckets. Cause yeah. 2 buckets of water. And let's see, guess we'll just walk inside for a second, and there's a sink here. Get some water from the sink. Alright, so where are we gonna make this? How big is this thing that we need to make? It is a 3x3. And then to infuse stuff, we need this thing, which we put above it, and we can pipe stuff into it. And general infusions, that kind of stuff is fine. We will get to that. So I need a place to put this, and I'm thinking, how about right here? Actually, this will work. So I believe the alchemical constructs go in the middle. We'll put that here. Surround it by great wood planks. 2 glass layers. And then I believe it's water and water. And then we need great wood planks, alchemical construct, and everything else, right? So it's something like that. 4 layers. Yeah, then we click on it with 50 of water, terra, and everything. So curative that. That is exactly what we needed. Cool. So we place the modified runic matrix on top. And we can put stabilizers and all that kind of stuff around it. Much like this guy. Don't know if we will yet. We're going to want our pedestals. And for right now, we're just going to use 4. Because I don't see much reason to use more. Actually, we can do 1, 2, 3, 4. We can put 2 on each side. That would work. And so that's going to require more pedestals. Let's get that. I get it. I guess it's an E. So we'll need more of these. Perfect. Let's go ahead and recharge this wand as well. That'll take a second, but it'll be fine. We'll need to pump in. Oh, I made way too many. Let's see. We'll need to pump in our infusion stuff. Can we make another infusion provider? How difficult would that be? Let's see. Infusion provider. That is doable. So we need iron, ender pearls, and what was the glass? Mirrored glass is just like that. So let's see. We'll get the mirrored glass. We need quicksilver. Ooh, that might be a problem. Do we have access to Quicksilver? Cinnabar. Shimmerleaf? We have one. Alright, so how are we getting the Quicksilver to begin with? I think it was from sand, right? Quicksilver drops are a rare chance from sand. So I guess we can turn this on for a couple seconds. It's going to decimate our power. But at the same time, not really. Yeah, really. These machines are just a little too powerful with all of the augments. So there goes a ton of sand. And that should be good. Let's see if we can't grab some more sand from up above, from our actual system. No, we could probably make some more sand. Make 200 sand. That'd be fine. But Quicksilver, it's gonna be too much of a pain. So never mind. We won't do that. We might make another infusion provider later, but for right now, we're just gonna forget about it. Too much work. So for as little as we need to do with this, it's not really necessary. So we need some mortar jars. We're gonna need some Essentia tubes, and what all we're gonna need, we'll find out soon enough. So that should be pretty much everything. We are gonna want some skulls. So let's come over here and, you know what? How is our blood levels? Not high enough. So I'm gonna go ahead and kill all these guys. It's also going to give us more aspects for our wand, which is nice. Okay, that's good enough right now. So what we need to do is we need to go ahead and get some infusion stabilizers. So like zombie heads. Anything that says infusion stabilizer. So if we look up infusion stabilizer, we can use creeper heads, we can use skeleton heads. Let's take like a bunch of these. I have a few more over here. We can get more pretty easily. And we'll just put some of these around this guy. So I guess 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then if we hit F7, I just want to make sure everything is lit up down here. Okay. So that seems to be fine. You can even put one on the corners. We put the torches out here. Let's put torches at the corners on each side. I think that uniformity looks nicer than like that and like that. Cool. So that should stabilize the rituals a little bit better. Again, we're not going to do anything that's super bad. But let's go ahead and look at this book. And we need to look at cow infusions. First one we're going to do is chocolate cow. This is the main thing we want. So we need chocolate milk buckets. And that's really the only thing I care about. We're not going to instill loyalty or anything like that. Don't really care about that. That's whatever. So we need cocoa beans. And we need sugar. Both of these are easy enough. Now we also need to fill up some jars with Essentia. Now what kind of Essentia do we need? Well, it looks like we need Permutatio and Thames. So Permutatio, You can put the water jar in there. We'll get it. And fangs. Cool. So all we have to do is hook this stuff up. And put this right here and right here. And I guess we're going to need more of the Essentia tubes for the other one. And that's pretty much it. So I believe what we do, sugar, cocoa beans, sugar, cocoa beans. I just want to see what it says. Creature infusion. So all of that stuff. Once the infusion vat has been set up, the operation is identical. Essentia must be piped in directly. So you can cure the stuff, which is fine. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I have more cows if we need to use them, but I believe the main things I want to see is infused creatures do not pass on their infusions. That is important to note. So I believe how this works, it's kind of not obvious. Right click, you put the cow in there. And then we're going to activate. And he's getting all of the stuff. It's taking all of the items. And then I don't know, do we click on them? Okay, you just click on them with the jar. And you get a jarred chocolate cow. So, we're going to come over here. We're going to absorb another cow. And we're going to do this for all the cows. Ow. Now, these cows are not going to be loyal. Not at all. But that's kind of whatever. You know what? Do we need the sheep? Do we have... let's see. Let me think. How did we move the sheep before? Safari nets? That's a cow. So we could... let's see. I don't think the lassos are going to work. If I remember correctly, we can try it. I just kind of want to move the sheep. Yeah, it tries and then it realizes it's hostile. So we need safari nets. We could use let's see, a gas tier surrounded by ender pearls. I mean, we can make another one. That's not too bad of a thing to do. And then we'll just move all of these guys. Let's go sleep and get rid of this rain. I know we're doing like really kind of darkish magics, but we don't need the rain. So what we're going to do is we're going to move the sheep just because we don't really care about the sheep right now. And we're going to set up the cows in here and basically take all of their chocolate milk. Now, hopefully the rancher works. But if it doesn't, I have an idea of something else we're going to try. I don't know if it'll work, but we can find out. So that was just to get wool for the the ME system, by the way. So all the dense cables and covered cables and stuff like that. That's all it was, really, is just getting wool. What we're going to try to do, by the way, is see if we can use this safari net and spawn in chocolate cows. If we can, that's awesome. We can make a lot more. If we can't, that's kind of whatever. We'll deal with it. By the way, the other thing we did last time was the B&A. We have almost 25 buckets worth. That's pretty good, actually. There's 25 buckets worth. And it's still processing the bees we put in there. So, definitely something we can do. Alright, come on, sheep. No more sheep in there. And then we'll get rid of the cows that are... we're going to capture all the cows. We're going to infuse all the cows. Because the more chocolate cows we have, the better off we're going to be. Now, I'm just hoping that this actually works with the rancher. It is currently full of milk. So we're going to break the milk drum. Let's go ahead and capture this cow. Cool. And for right now, let's go ahead and grab this cow. So, jarred chocolate cow. Can we actually... Oh yeah, you place it down and then I believe... right click. And there's a chocolate cow. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring the milk drum up here. We'll store that in the house. I guess right here. Let's get some more drums. You know what? Two. We're gonna get another one for the vanilla milk, the white milk, and then we'll get the chocolate milk up and running if it works. So rancher is empty. Perfect. Now what's gonna happen if it? Can you actually? Doesn't look like it. There's things we can do though. So we're gonna keep this kind of handy. Now I can take the chocolate milk from you, and whoops, I'm gonna throw the chocolate milk bucket on the ground, and we're also going to make a chocolate bar and throw that on the ground, mostly just to scan it. But that is a quest, I do believe. Yep, and we're gonna get 3 more spawn cows. So that is kind of awesome. Now, what we're gonna eventually want to do is we're gonna eventually be able to go ahead and get. We're gonna get more chocolate cows. How often can we actually milk you? Not very often. Okay, that's fine. It's like every 5 minutes, I think, or something like that. But what we can do is we can set up a system that automatically will milk the cows. It will basically be autonomous activators right-clicking on them. And hopefully that'll work. So we need some more jars. So slab and glass panes. Let's go ahead and place that guy down. We'll capture him. There we go. Cool. So time for more infusions. So cow goes in. Sugar, cocoa beans, sugar, cocoa beans, smack, and turn it into a chocolate cow. This is kind of cool, to be honest. Never really messed with Thaumcraft Horizons, just because it's a mod. It's a Thaumcraft add-on that I've never really seen or messed with, but this is really kind of cool. Pretty easy too. It is definitely intimidating, and it's kind of hard to understand. Like before you kind of look it up. It's not obvious from the descriptions in the book. I will say that negatively about it. But there's my jarred chocolate cow. And it requires 4 fames or something like that. We have plenty of fames. And then we can just put this stuff back into the system. So get another chocolate cow. More chocolate cows means more... it'll be quicker to do the whole... getting all of the stuff. Getting all of the chocolate milk that we are going to need. Which I think is like 500 buckets. Alright, so we don't need that stuff anymore. And we're going to try to capture a chocolate cow. And if we can spawn them in, then what we can do is just take the buckets of milk, kill said cow, and call it a day. Alright, there's the last chocolate cow. Let's go ahead and jars, ow, of chocolate cows. Whoa. Alright, you're getting captured. We can capture it. Its health is 7. Alright, so let's do that. Cool. Let's take the focus off. And here's the real question. Can we spawn these guys in? I don't have any blocks, so hold up. Can we spawn these guys in? Because if we can, then this is going to be a lot easier. Let's put this away. We have buckets. Let's get all these buckets. And we also want some cobblestone. So let's come back down here. I can almost reach that. Okay, so if this spawns in cows, that's going to be great. So long as it is the actual chocolate cows and not something else. So what we're going to do is I want to see, does this work? That's a chocolate cow. And it's dead. So the other thing is if we say that to be no, what does it do? Does it still spawn in a chocolate cow? That is the real question. It does. So this is going to be what we do. We can just kind of, honestly, let's open this up. I would like to turn the spawner off. Cool. So what we can do now is forget about these fools, because it doesn't matter. We can just come in here every once in a while. And this is going to be something I'll do a lot off camera. But there's so many cows here, we can just kind of collect the milk. And I guess we'll probably want to put it into a barrel. Like so. And just as we get them, where is it? So apply for the hoarding. Right here, chocolate milk bucket. So select task. There we go. Because it needs to have the buckets, and then that will be pretty easy. We can actually go ahead and do that. There's 7. There goes 1, and it counted. Perfect. So that's what we can do. So the plan will be I'm going to get rid of all the other chocolate milk buckets. And then basically I'll just come over here every once in a while and say hello to the cows. And try to get all the chocolate milk we can. Let's just try to grab all that stuff. There's still some stuff down here. Alright, we need to get out. We need to get out. They're gonna kill us. I don't want to die to the angry cows. Yeah, we're hurt now. Okay, so that was not too bad. So I'll work on that between episodes. So last thing I want to do is the Rosa Arcana. This is a flower from Botania, which is really good. It uses your experience to make mana. So we need a rune of mana, and that's about it, really. So do we have a rune of mana? Of course not. Runes of mana are actually pretty easy. So it's just 5 mana steel and a mana pearl. So let's make that, and living rock. Alright, so throw all this stuff on here. Smack it. I have to get used to all the different versions of Britannia and stuff that I use. Excuse me. So we just do... Not that. I think we actually have to throw it on there. Smack it, and we get the Rune of Mana. Now we need... Was it purple, pink? It is 2 purple, 1 lime, and 2 pink. 3 pink, actually. So we can do the super secret quest with this. Do we have any limes? That is a question. I've never got around to expanding this stuff. So let's go ahead and grow the lime. And we need bone meal. And that's fine. Okay, so we're going to plant that. We're going to do that. And then we're going to shear it to get the tall plants. And that will make my life a little bit easier. And then we will get this Rosa Arcana. And what it's going to do is just kind of make my life a little bit safer, since I won't have all these levels. And that's something that I kind of don't want to have, is a ton of levels, just because, not really any reason other than it can be a little bit nerve-wracking. But that should be good. Let's get a couple more limes. And one of these days I will 10 all these crops, all these flowers, and make just a bunch of them. But today is not that day. So I guess let's put the bone meal and let's put the shears back in here too. Useful over here. So all we need to do now is make a couple things and we'll be good. So wrong place altogether. We need a pink and a purple, I believe, manad. Or is it 2 pinks? Was that 2 pinks? That was 2 pinks. So like so. We need a bucket. And we do this. Add in those guys, that, and then 1 of each. And then our Rune of Mana and the seeds. And there's the Rosa Arcana. So what's so impressive about this other than it takes your experience? Well, it's actually a really good flower. We're going to put it right over here. And looks like it already found a guy. So yeah, that's going to make a good bit of mana. I really don't know how much mana we're going to need. I mean, we haven't like defeated the guy Guardian or anything like that, so I really don't know. But it's something we can do to just kind of lighten the load of all the experience we have. So one last thing I want to look at is how close are we with this bee product. So pulsating meshes, I believe it's like that. We have 15. How many do we need? So let's go back to the bees. We need 16. Okay, so once we get exactly 1 more, there we go. We don't need the ender bees anymore. I will take that. And there we go. So pulsating meshes. Let's go ahead and submit those. Perfect. So I will need to continue working on all this. The Silky Wisp, we have all of 11. And that's going to take a while to do. And then I just need to start working towards the other bees that we need. So that's kind of the plan with that. For the hoarding, requires how many things of B&A? 500 buckets. we have 34. Okay. So, I will tell you guys what. I think let's go ahead and end the episode off here. I'm going to continue working with this guy, waiting around for Thaumcraft bad things to happen, and getting chocolate milk. And next time, we're going to just kind of continue on with all the quests. And that's pretty much it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!